I'm David T. Little, I'm the composer of Soldier Songs, and we're at the sound check just before the dress rehearsal here at the Balboa Theater in San Diego. Soldier Songs explores the life of a soldier from the age of 6 to the age of 66. In each song, exploring different experiences that were told to me by veterans that I interviewed.
I never talk about this with anybody.
The voices are heard in the piece. The interviews are used in the electronics, so you do hear the voices of my uncles and my friends telling their stories.
You're soldiers first, and that sort of is supposed to wipe out being a human.
And then those stories were also put into poetic lyrics.
I wanna be just like my toy soldiers!
Each of the songs explores a different perspective along this experience. So the first song is a young boy playing with G.I. Joe figures. There's a song later called Steel Rain, which is taken from an email that was sent to me by my friend Justin Bennett, where he discusses the feeling of running from incoming ordnance.
In the military, we call incoming ordnance Steel Rain.
Yeah, the idea behind it is to create the world of a soldier, psychologically and also physically, with multimedia and projections, so that we use almost like a black canvas set that has different surfaces that allows us to project on them and also physically move around them. And it's very effective because in the Army, a part of the experience is to overcome obstacles, especially in training. And there's an element in the show of both that and the toy blocks, because before the soldier goes to war, he's portrayed as a little kid, and the world of that little kid is comprised of those toy blocks that then become obstacles for the soldier.
Soldier Songs is a new kind of opera, which is really asking the question, what can opera be?
I think first that opera can be expressed in a lot of ways. That opera can break some of the preconceived barriers to opera for some audience members, maybe that haven't attended, and think, oh, this is a different kind of experience than I imagined, that it's dramatically compelling and engaging. But also that opera can be very immediate, and that it can tell our stories, not stories of other people or other generations or other cultures, but really tell our stories and reach us in very profound ways.
I think it's difficult to have a piece about war and about the experience of being in war that doesn't have some political component. I think where it differs is that it's not partisan. It's not trying to prove a point about war. It's not trying to say one war is justified or unjustified, or one political party is right or wrong, or any of that. It really tries to focus on the experience of the individual within this broader apparatus, this broader experience. So you get very personal and very specific snapshots into the experience that my hope is will accumulate through the evening into a larger picture that will leave the audience something to think about as they leave. It tries to not give answers, it tries to ask questions.
Act 1 provides us with a tool to create catharsis. In Act 2, the actual panel, the actual discussion of soldiers and veterans about their experiences is the most profound and affecting result of that first part. And so resist the temptation to go after the show is over, because the second part is just as important.
My greatest hope is that we can honor soldiers, active military and veterans, by producing this piece, and again by those of us that don't serve, giving us a little bit of a glimpse into the impact of combat on the lives of those too, and by doing that, honoring the military.
I think what's wonderful about art, any kind of art, is that it can provoke people and make them think. And this opera is significant in that it really does that work. It allows the public a window into a life of a soldier, and that's really, really important.